Alright guys, I want to thank you for coming back, all my loyal subscribers and fans. Thanks for coming back for another video. This one is going to be a little bit different today, maybe a little controversial for some of you, or a little taboo, let's say. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Pete. If you guys have seen any of my videos before, you'll pretty much know I am a no bullshit kind of guy. If I say something is good, I legitimately feel it is good. If I feel it is bad, I have no problem telling you something is a bad or poor or subpar product. If any of you guys know, I don't know if I mentioned it in any of the videos before, I think we're going on about 3 years ago now. I was in an accident. I was rear-ended while myself and my wife were at a stoplight. I did have to have surgery. I had some herniated discs. And from there, I do have some chronic pain then ever since then. The pain is significantly better than what it was prior years ago before surgery. But, after you have surgery and have something like that happen to your body, you are never 100% the same again. So I do have problems with chronic pain and certain other issues. I won't get into too much of the details. But I do have my fair share of chronic pain. I've tried multiple different kinds of things. And one thing that I have found that does work out pretty good for me is CBD oil. If you guys don't know what CBD oil is, you can do a little bit of research. I'll put a link below. There's all kinds of different CBD products that are basically CBD oils extracted from cannabis plants or hemp plants. But it seems that this stuff is of the rage right now, and there is a reason for it. It is helping out a lot of different ailments, and a lot of people trying this stuff are feeling great from it. Again, I can tell you firsthand experience. I've been using this stuff a little bit, off and on, a little bit different brand than what I'm trying now. But it does help. My wife just got a new brand. It is from CTFO. If you guys can see, we'll zoom in a little bit. I'm not sure how much that you guys can see, but CTFO has their own brand of stuff. It's supposed to be 100% natural, all CBD oil, no extra bullshit added in. Some of the other stuff that we had glycerin and some other stuff in it. It wasn't quite as potent as what this stuff is. The first bottle that my wife got to try out is a 300 milligram dosing of this stuff. So it is their lowest dose. Didn't expect it to do too much, but surprisingly, it did make me feel a little bit better from the first couple doses of it. So I just ordered my own sample of it. I got 750 milligrams of this stuff because my pain is a little bit higher than normal. They go in scales, and again, I'll put the website below so you guys can see the details on scales and judge what may be the right dosage amount for you. So there's a 300, 500, 750 and 1500. 1500 is supposed to be for if you are one of those people that has severe pains. I'm not going to say mine are severe anymore ever since getting surgery. I wish I knew about this stuff pre-surgery, as it probably would have done great for me. Constantly was doing massage therapy, doing acupuncture, doing chiropractic care, getting injections in my neck and stuff like that, and just none of that stuff helped. I was constantly in misery. But like I said, the 300 does seem to work pretty good, but I wanted to step it up for me. There's multiple benefits of this stuff, helping with sleep, anxiety, pain, any neurological disorders. My son just got diagnosed with a slight case of Tourette's not too long ago, so I am in talks with his mom about potentially trying this. She's a little on the fence about it until I made her do some research, and her current husband works for the government, so again, it's a little taboo. They're a little scared because of THC, but the THC content in this is nil. So it's not anything that should show up on a urine analysis if you are worried about that. They do make another version of this stuff. I forget what the version of it is called, but it's not supposed to cause any issues if you are worried about having to give urine analysis at work, or DOT if you're a driver for a living or work for the government, anything like that. So I highly suggest, again, I know this is probably a taboo thing for most, I highly suggest you do some research on it. If you are having chronic pains like myself, you may find that this stuff might help you out a lot. If you have high anxiety levels, you have problems sleeping. My wife is a massage therapist. Again, she's into natural and holistic things, not taking pain medications. She wants to do everything as natural as possible, so she kind of knows a little bit more about this stuff than I do. And she has clients that are taking this stuff, clients that have migraines for years, and nothing's helped out, and they started taking this, and they stated that it helped them out a lot. That's what turned her onto this brand. She got a sample, and again, I'm happy with it, so I went and got a higher sample for myself. And we're going to test out a few products and see how it works. So I'll do some follow-up videos, maybe a month in on this stuff or a couple months in, see how this stuff works. If you guys want to try this stuff, I'm going to link my site below. If you guys want to purchase directly from me, help out the channel, I certainly appreciate it. I'm not really in it for the money, but if I can help you guys out with getting a good product, you guys can help me out. We'll per se sponsor the channel and help with some of the other projects that I'm working on. So we'll go ahead and get this. This is basically how you're going to get these from CTFO. They're out of Florida. When they ship it, they basically ship it next day. The individual bottles that we got were $6.95 shipping, something like that. And I get the shipping notice one day, and I basically get it next day from Florida. So they do come pretty quick. And I did not see the last package of my wife open up, so we'll see what all is included with their envelope with one bottle. So first thing we're going to get into is it's going to have a little pamphlet about their products. And again, I can't see. I don't have the screen pointing towards me, so I'm not sure how good you guys can see this. But basically, it's going to tell you about the oils, tell you about the process and a little bit about the oils and some of the benefits. And on the back it shows the milligram dosages to try and clarify maybe what milligram dosage would be best for your ailment. So again, I said the introductory was the 300 milligrams, and all this stuff they're saying is lab tested. Let's see here. Basically, it just tells on the back. They try and stay very conservative with their claims. If you guys have heard or used this stuff before, you know what this stuff does. So, but on their listing for main goals, they may say helps maintain optimal health, or slightly higher level of CBD to stimulate optimal health, or even higher level of CBD to maintain healthy immune functions. Support body's antiviral and natural healing abilities. Again, they're going to stay very conservative with these claims because they don't want to say, hey, it's going to cause cancer, or hey, it's going to make you feel better, it's going to help arthritis or whatever issues you may have. Again, do the research on your own. If you know people taking this stuff, ask them how they feel about it. Chances are you're probably going to get pretty good reviews on this stuff. Again, CTFO, I just started using this stuff lately because of good reviews on it. And, again, to me, I feel a pretty good difference so far with the lowest dose. And you can see, basically is the introductory dose at 300 milligrams. So essentially what you want to do, they're going to tell you to take a half a vial, or quarter to half of the recommended serving for the first time, see how your body reacts, and allow 30 minutes to 1 hour to feel the full effects. You should also repeat this process each new order you receive, as any batch can vary. So I guess there's some kind of different manufacturing tolerances in this stuff. But essentially you're just going to take, and we'll show how the dropper is. So you're going to get this vial here, and it's going to come, we'll empty this out. It's going to come with a glass dropper, and it is a quality glass dropper. It's not a plastic dropper like most of the places have. You just dip it in and suck up an amount there. That's about normally what you would take there, about a half of a vial or so. This is about a third, half to a third. And then you would just, and we won't take drops of this because I've been using her whole sample bottle. Essentially, you would just lift up your tongue and you would drop your drops underneath and you hold it in that little cavity underneath your tongue, let it soak in for, whatever, 30 seconds or something like that, and then you can swallow as normal, and then it gets into your saliva stream or bloodstream, whatever, and it starts doing its thing. So I was having a little bit of back and neck pains the other day from I don't know what I was doing. I might have been doing some yard work or something. And my wife just got her sample in, so I said, hey, I'll try it out, see how it works out. And once within a short amount of time, essentially I did pretty much forget about it. Another great thing about this stuff is there is I want to say it's a 60-day guarantee. So if you don't feel like this stuff is doing anything for you or to you, and you're not liking the results, or you have a negative reaction, I can't say I've ever heard of a negative reaction from CBD oils, but anything's possible. Everybody's body is different. Maybe it might respond in a different fashion, but any of the people that I've talked to, any of the reviews I've heard, I've never heard a negative reaction. But more importantly, if you don't feel like it is making any kind of change to your pain levels or anxiety levels or sleep levels or migraines or whatever ailment you were trying to help with, contact them. Whether it's an empty bottle, a full bottle, a half-used bottle, they will take it back in 60 days. They are that sure that their product will work for you, and it's supposed to be a no-hassle thing. I haven't dealt with them yet, but I would imagine it's a no hassle thing, like they say. What do they got to lose? It's a multi-billion-dollar industry, and growing industry. So essentially, it just comes in bubble wrap. It's a pretty simple ordeal here. So you will see this one is peppermint flavored. And I think the reason why they do the peppermint flavoring, some of the other stuff we had, I don't remember if it had any flavoring at all to it, and it was a little, I don't know the word to use for it, was a little off. It did not taste very good. It was a little yucky in your mouth, and when you have to hold it in under your tongue for 20 seconds, 30 seconds or so, it can get a little gross on some of those. So this peppermint flavor is not an overpowering peppermint flavor. It's not like you just swallowed mouth fresheners or breath fresheners or anything like that. It's just it's almost like an olive oil type substance, maybe a little bit thinner than that, with just a slight tinge of a peppermint aftertaste to it. So it's very easily palatable. It doesn't bother your stomach, doesn't bother my mouth. You don't get like the skeevies after you take it, that like when you take cough syrup or something like that. So it is very easily palatable. Let's see if they have anything here on the supplements. Let's see here. I'm trying to see if it tells what the ingredients. Basically, this stuff is supposed to be just pure CBD oil or hemp oil. Basically, in a bag, just says approximately 20 drops per serving, 50 servings per container, 9 calories from fat, 1 gram total fat, which I don't know why anybody would think that this would be fatty. Phyllocannabinoid hemp oil, 15 milligrams. Let's see what else we have here. So again, they are going to be very conservative and say these statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Please consult your healthcare professional about potential interactions or other complications before using this product. Again, they have to say really conservative with this stuff. The FDA probably doesn't recognize this stuff. Again, this stuff is 100% legal. There's no THC content. You don't have to worry about, you're not going to get high on this stuff. That is not what this is for. So again, there's got a lot of misnomers out there about this stuff. But again, they do have to stay pretty conservative with this because this is a relatively newer thing. If you guys have done any research, you pretty much know about people that may partake in cannabis or marijuana, and how it's helped all kinds of ailments. So again, this is a little bit of taboo. It's probably not approved by the FDA, yada yada yada. But again, if you've talked to people, what this stuff does for you. So again, we're gonna I know this is probably a little bit long-winded. We're about almost 15 minutes now. We'll cut this now. Again, 300 milligrams for starters, 750 I'm going to try out, see how it does for me, and we'll come back in about a month and see how it goes, and maybe do a 3-month and a 6-month and see how I feel. So we'll wrap this one up. Again, thank you guys for subscribing. If you have any questions about this stuff, please message me. I will give you as much information as I possibly can. I'm not going to know a ton about this stuff, but I am researching this stuff regularly as well. So any information I can help you out with, let me know. If I don't know, I can find out directly from the manufacturer, from other research. If you guys want to order, again, I do appreciate it if you would. Please check out the link that I have below. Again, any profits that would be made off of this would be going towards the channel. So any other projects, Mustang project, or house projects, things like that, that will help out significantly. If you guys believe enough in the product and you want to sign up to distribute this stuff under me, feel free to. If you do, great. If you don't, not your thing, whatever. I understand. Again, I am not going to push this stuff. I don't push things I don't believe in as well. So again, if I'm talking about it, I believe in it. There's a reason. If I make anything off it, great. If I don't care. As long as I feel good, that is my number one goal from this stuff, is to cure some of the ailments that I have. So if you guys have feedback on this stuff, let me know. If you've had good luck, bad luck, whatever, let me know. And let's get some discussion started. So thanks again for coming back. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and pass the channel along, pass the videos along. We'll get a little bit more views. And again, appreciate the support, guys.